Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Still Talking Podcast. I'm your host, Nathan Smith. We're back at it. This is, if you haven't seen the episode that we dropped on December 26th with Maddie Mullah, you need to go check it out right now. We're back here with a little bit more action. We have D-Lo in the studio with us.
Good, y'all. What's good?
Welcome to the studio. I have not, like I said, I have seen you on Instagram. I have not gotten a chance. I just saw you I saw you on Instagram. I didn't know if you were like his producer. I didn't know if you were like holding the strap. I didn't know
a little bit of everything.
if you was like rolling the blunts. I didn't know what you were, you know what I mean?
Nah, he don't roll the blunts. He's trash. No.
He was like, I might pull up with like 6 people. So I'm like, so everyone's probably got a job. I didn't know what yours was, but
yeah, well, I
musician is your job.
I am, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So tell everybody a little bit about yourself. You're from here? Hot Springs?
No, I'm from Chicago, actually.
Oh, okay. So we got something in common. Okay.
Yeah, I've been down here for like 8 years.
I'm not from Chicago. I'm a huge Chicago fan.
Yeah.
My uncle, he was from Chicago, and when he moved down here and married my aunt, he was like, "You don't know who Jordan is?" I was like, "Nah." And he was, "Oh, I'm finna show you." Like, so I've been a huge Bulls fan, dude. Shout out, that's awesome.
I became a Bulls fan when like I was younger. And like me and the kids on the school bus, they would like palm people's heads and say Michael Jordan, you know.
And it's now as soon as you said it, I can hear it in your voice now, because like if you hear like Lil Reese and who's the big dude that's always with him, you have that same kind of like, I don't know if it's like just like dictation in your voice, like your voice sounds like real like flat, like you don't have any like your voice doesn't do like when you talk you have such like a plateaued voice, and that seems to be like a lot of rappers coming out of like Chicago and stuff. It's like a style, you know. That's awesome.
I used to look up to Chief Keef a lot. You
Oh
know?
man,
Chief
okay.
Keef,
So you like drill rap?
No, I mean I fuck with his music.
Oh, just okay. I didn't know if you were.
But I'm trying to do my own thing. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Said people talk about, you know, Chief and Dirk. That's like they came up during that drill music era, man. That's we ate that shit up, dude. Ate that shit up. We bumped Hate Being Sober one time, like 74 times a day for like 90 days in a row. Okay, the whole summer, dude. That was our theme song. Hate Being Sober, like that was it, man. Like Chief Keef, fucking shout out Sosa, Big Sosa. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk.
He dropped the album with Future. You know, it's called Last Name. Shout out to.
I'm not a huge Dirk fan, but I respect that his music. I mean, he's got some good music. It's the same with like YG. I don't like all of YG's music, but he's got really good music. You know what I mean? I respect him as an artist. But all right. So what kind of projects are you working on right now?
Right now, I'm working on this. Like, I'm really trying to push towards the EP. Right?
Okay.
You know, I just been busy. You know.
What kind of
having a newborn?
Oh, are you? Congratulations! How far along?
She got 3 months.
3 months to go.
Born.
Oh wow! So, having a girl. Congratulations,
girl.
man. Changes your life. Is it your first child?
No, it's my second.
Oh, okay. So you're already a father.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, it'll change your life. It'll put that drive in you, man. It'll make you do something. You know what I mean?
It does.
How'd you link up with Matt?
Me and Matt. It's a funny story.
Tell him this story.
Before we get into a funny story, how did you get down here? First off, how'd you get to Arkansas? How'd you get down this way?
Actually, my mom really knew about this place, honestly, because I was in the city.
Yeah.
But my grandparents lived in a small town called Stevens, Arkansas.
Stevens, okay.
It's over there by Camden, Arkansas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where Camden is. Yeah. Southern Arkansas.
Yeah, it's southern as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I used to hate going to my grandma's house because it's no reception.
Oh, man. Yeah, you talking about down there by Hope and stuff, man.
It's just plain. It looked like Mongolia.
Yeah, it's country plain. Out there, boy. Country out there.
Country out there, boy.
It is. So how'd you and Maddie link up?
All right, funny story, man. At the time, around this time, it was like, I want to say like 2017.
Probably 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, 2017. I was driving like a freaking Dodge Stratus at the time, you know. I was working at a Journeys.
Shout out Journeys.
Shout out to Journeys, place, you know what I'm saying? I had just got promoted to be a store manager at Journeys at that time. Yeah. And yeah, I was making good money, you know. I was living it up, having all type of shoes and stuff every day and stuff. Good discounts.
Yeah, so I bet that's the fucking love it.
It was, you know, at the time. But one day it was raining, and like I was with one of my brothers, and brothers or friends, I can't remember. But it was raining one night, and me and him was like on his missions. What we call missions was like we would go and just like go see these girls.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Going out on the
we
hunt.
we go on a
Mission,
mission.
boy.
It's called a
Yeah,
mission. You know
going
what
on
I'm
a
saying?
mission.
A little
I like
night
that.
mission.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So
Give you some purpose.
yeah, we was going on a mission, and like before I go on the mission, you know, my car was already having problems. I don't know if it was like it overheated a lot, or I don't know. It was
That's
a
never
Dodge
stopped any
Stratus.
man ever. He's
Yeah,
like,
I
fuck
mean,
it,
I'm
we got
still
the water
driving.
in this bitch. We'll pull over every 5 minutes and
I
fill
was
it up with
still
water. We
driving
don't give a
over
shit. Like,
Yeah, bro, I had the jugs, everything. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
swear.
Already ready. You know
is
what
that
I'm
an
saying?
empty milk jug? Let me grab that.
You know what
Mug.
I'm saying?
Let me throw that in
Over
the
the
trunk.
gas
Man.
station.
Oh god.
But yeah, we was on a mission, and like it was just like it was here in Hot Springs, and it was over there on like Albert Pike, the central area.
Yeah.
You know, by the mall, past the mall, by the bridge, and like I had pulled over because the car was smoking already. So, and it's raining, and like I tried to turn my car on again, and it wouldn't start.
Shit.
So
Oh,
it's
no.
raining, my phone about to die. And like my brother over here spazzing out, his phone already dead. So I'm like, fuck,
Oh,
you
no.
know, what am I about to do? And like my phone on 1%. So, and I'm reaching out, calling people and stuff, but I gotta save battery too. And it's
Yeah.
raining, pouring out rain. So I said, fuck it, I'm finna walk in the middle of the road and see if I could use the last of my battery to like shine my light,
Yeah.
you know, instead in the middle of the road, shine my light to flag somebody down to stop and help me, you know. But nobody came and helped me. Nobody stopped. They just drove past me. Damn near almost got hit, almost like a deer on the road. But-
Yeah. God.
And I pull up. I mean, I walk back to the car. You know, I almost giving up hope. And then this Porsche pulls in the rain. It almost like a movie though. The way he
Yeah.
pulled in, he like some.
You
fucking
turned around.
Fast
You
and the
were reaching for
Furious
the car door. And you were like,
Tokyo Drift type of shit.
yeah.
He pulls in, rolled down the window. I was like.
Had the blunt lit.
Yeah, it sounded like weed. I'm like, that's some gas. But yeah, he rolled down the window. I'm like, sir, can you by chance help me? And I was like, wait, hold on, Matt. He was like, yeah, what's up? I was like, wait, we went to school together. Cause at the time when I moved down here from Chicago, I had attended going to school at Hot Springs High School. Shout out to Hot Springs High School. You know,
How old are you? But we didn't
Me?
cover that. Yeah.
I am 25 now.
25.
Oh, yeah.
So,
What is
Is
it,
that
yo?
Gooses?
Yeah, we got-
I don't know. I knew him from school.
said, you want? I don't.
I'm-
I don't know.
I
his real
went.
name.
I went like when I moved down
Like
here.
3
Like I
times.
moved to a bunch of schools. Like I go
Yeah.
there for a semester and stuff because if my mom didn't like that like area, she
Yeah.
wanted to move. So that's how I got around originally. Like
Yeah.
starting to like meet different people and stuff. And
Yeah.
then I just
That's awesome, dude. You just pulled up and was
Pop.
like, "What's up, man? You smell?"
Yeah, bro. And it was
Yeah.
like
Awesome, dude.
I had a whole brick in the trunk, bro, and I was like, damn.
yeah.
bro.
He had told me that he was
I was
coming
like,
back
damn,
from.
I'm trying to get back to the house, bro. And he was like, bro, but someone told me to stop, bro. And then ever since then, we just been rocking. He came over the next day, and we just been rocking ever since.
That's
And-
awesome.
But like
He had more followers than me on Instagram at the time, all types of shit. Like, and then like I was like, he was with me when I was like, yo, bro, I think I want to start like really rapping, bro. Like I really
Yeah.
want to start rapping and shit.
Awesome, dude.
dead ass like we pulled up like after we took care of my car and everything. Like we pulled up at some apartments like and smoked a blunt and then we put a beat on and then I was like, all right, I rap and like I don't know if he raps, so I'm finna see if he raps. So I said, all right, eat that shit, Matt. You know, a beat playing. And then this nigga start really going in on the beat and I'm like,
He was like,
hold
"All
on.
right, bet."
Cause like I'm sitting in the front seat and he's sitting in the back. And like I'm like hearing that shit and I'm just nodding my head and I'm like, this dude really going in. And then when the beat went off, I was like, hey.
He had it cocked and locked and ready to rock, son. He was
Bruh,
like, "You like
he-
freestyle?" He was like,
I
"All right,
was
cool."
like- I was like, hey, this dude really eating. So I'm like, all right, I can vibe with this. I
Yeah.
can fuck with it. But like it caught me by surprise. It really did.
Yeah.
Honest God, truth, it is.
It's said if you're
Yes,
white in the
sir.
rap game, you got to bring it. That's just kind of at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's,
You just gotta
Especially
bring it.
out of Hot Springs.
yeah, like I said, it's got there's like a cap on here, man. I swear, it's got a
We about to bust this fucking cap off.
trying, man. I'm telling you, it's all.
Busting it off.
Like I said, it's all about self. It's not as much self promotion, but like if you got a brand you're building yourself, there's like people have like turned me down because they're like, no, I'm trying to like build a brand. And I'm like, so am I. That's why I'm reaching out to you so I can tell everyone who fucks with my brand about your brand. You know what I mean? I'm like, and then in turn, you tell yours about mine. I was like, then we both get new customers. That's kind of how shit works. Yeah. And it just kind of blows me away that people don't think of it that way. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Yeah.
Like you could really be the next Adam 22, the biggest one in the world. Like
I mean, and
who knows?
I watch Adam 22 all the time. Like I watch him to like him and Vlad just to try to get like
see the questions.
Yeah, the way that you talk and some interesting ways to go about doing stuff. You know what I mean?
And I can hear that. That's what I'm saying. You could be the next Vlad or Say Cheese. And you could do that. That's why I was like, bro,
I appreciate that shit, man. I'm trying. It's one of those things I didn't know
I
would like it.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah,
exactly.
The whole world is a work in progress,
it is.
bro. And
like,
as long as you don't quit doing what you're doing, you can be great, bro.
I started with comedy, and I'm telling you, I was so like nerve wracked. And then like I did a private show for all the homies. Everybody came over here, and like I said, this like little platform right here before you step into my living room. I stood up on there. I was all nervous. I was just fucking down whiskey, and then I just did the set, man. And I was so nervous about it, and they were like dying laughing. They was crying, and I was going in, man. And it just
felt good about
and I was like, man, and it felt good because I had been writing material. Like it took me about 6-7 months to really get to where I'm writing like really good material. You know what I mean? I had to go through a trial and error, but like I said, it just. When I started doing it, I was like, man, I just kind of fell in love with it, like the process. And then when I started the podcast, it was frustrating at first, and it was kind of a time investment and a money investment. And then the more I got into it, I just love it, man. Every step of the way, every day that I get in here and work, I love it. Every day I get in here, I learn more shit. I get better every day, and it is just I've had the time of my life. Like it's really been awesome, dude. And like I said, like I was saying on the last when we did your podcast. Everyone in the entertainment business has been absolutely fucking awesome. Like everyone has been arms out, cool as shit. Anything I have questions, anything. Everyone's been cool as shit. It's really the fans who are like tearing stuff down. Like when you get into the entertainment business, you start to realize that like the fans will make you, but there are fans that are always going to be out to get you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a hard thing, man.
Debo, tell them about your show at University of Texas.
I was just going to ask about
that.
I was going to ask
about that.
I was just going to ask about upcoming shows and stuff, or like stuff that you've done. Right. So tell me about that.
So, check this out. Me and Mula had a show in Austin, Texas. University of Austin. Yeah, shout out to y'all. You know, it was my first performance though, performing with Mula. Cool. So, I had to hype myself up as long as
I did them right. We got the W Hotel. Like,
we did. Yeah. Like it was luxurious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, VIP shit.
It was a dope experience for me because like it was my first time performing. So when I got on stage and I see all these people, like thousands of people, so I'm like, oh shit, I gotta bring it, I gotta do something about this, I can't. And then so the show going on and stuff, and like I see Mula just engaging with the people and stuff like that. So it made me want to just like do that, but like I was just so nervous, basically, you know what I'm saying. So I look at myself like me doing that. Like being nervous and like seeing him interacting with everybody and stuff like that. That was my downfall for that first show. Yeah. But I look at it, I had to bounce back from that show to the next one and be like, all right, this is what I need to do, and this is how we're gonna go out, and we rocked that.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that just a second ago. It's like I did 20 shows before I actually did one show where the crowd was fucking with me.
Yeah. You got to kind of build a rapport, man. You got to put in the work, you know what I mean? You got to, that's just awesome that you had the opportunity, you know what I mean? I understand being nervous.
It was something. Yeah, it was just something I had to get over.
And they loved you, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They did.
They loved it.
Yeah, they was fucking with me.
And that's that's the one thing you got to remember, though, man, is that there's always, I try to keep it in the mindset of like there's always going to be people that say negative stuff, but it's the same in reverse. There's always going to be people out there who are not going to tear you down. There's always going to be people out there who encourage stuff like that. They're going to encourage you to do your best and to give it what you got and to do what you love. You know what I mean? And that's what it's really about. If you care about music and you want to do it, then you should fucking do it until you're done with it. You know what I mean?
Straight fact.
When you don't want to do it anymore, hang that bitch up. Do something else. If you want to do it, just fucking do it. And it doesn't really matter what anyone says. If you think it's dope enough to put out and record, then it's dope. Put it up. Do it.
That's a fact.
That's what it is.
I'd be listening to our podcast like, I don't know if I want to release this, and then I was just like, fuck it, dude. If you don't want to listen, I don't give a shit anyway. Like,
I slick.
If you're not trying to listen,
at one point in time,
it's not gonna,
At one point in time, I mean, I started rapping for like 2 years, honestly. 2 years ago. That's how long I've been rapping. And like, I wasn't pretty sure if I was gonna really fuck with rapping at first, cause before rapping, I was a hip hop dancer.
Yeah.
And like I could dance and everything,
Oh, you can dance?
Yeah,
For
I
real?
could break dance, do it all. You know what I'm saying?
No, cause my mans can dance.
My boy
So,
Max can dance.
When you guys come back in here next time and we have this set up for real, I will have you guys. Dude, we'll do a listening party. We'll play your guys' new shit, and we'll just dance.
Okay, I'm down with that.
It'll go viral because I can't dance at all. I'm like legit white as hell. I cannot
I
dance.
suck at dancing. I'm the worst dancer.
Dude, I'm trying to write this freestyle.
Bro.
It is so hard.
Yeah, you and dancing.
I make moves though, bro. For like their signature dances to my moves.
He danced like
bro.
Gucci. He's like,
Up down, do the up down.
You do that shit. I'd rather do it.
dude, if you've ever seen the Up in the Sky video with Gucci, Kodak, and Bruno Mars or whatever, dude, it's that Kodak and Bruno Mars are so good at dancing that when they stand next to Gucci and dance, you can tell that he has no idea what he's doing. If you watch the whole video, he's like there's a point where they both spin around all like Michael Jackson, and they like threw their whole bodies, and Gucci didn't even spin. He was just standing right where the fuck, dude.
Gucci.
I gotta tell you the best part of it. He's on the Rushmore too. Him and Dolph are like my fucking dude. I love
I
him.
fuck with Key Glock though a lot. Shout out to Key Glock.
Key Glock hard, bro. He is a convicted felon. Okay, Jay Fizzle. That you know what I'm saying. You guys fuck with Jay Fizzle?
Jay Fizzle?
That's Dolph's artist.
Yeah, I don't
know. Hard, bro.
He's alright to me.
Like he's a. You could tell that he's like really, really in the streets, and Dolph was like, you really need to stop and really need to try. You know what I mean? You could tell he's like a real. You could tell he's probably still doing some shit. He's probably still out there doing something.
I fuck with No Cap though.
R.I.P. man.
Shout out to No Cap.
You say you fuck with who?
No Cap.
Oh, No Cap. Who? Oh, he did some shit with Dolph. He did
shout out to No Cap.
He did No Cap with Dolph. He did No Cap. Yeah, that's. Oh no, he did Cat with Dolph. That was
Lil
it was
Tuzi
Cat
did a
with
song
no
with No Cap too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I might have heard it. Okay, I'll have to go check that out, dude.
Shout out to
I'm
Lil
have to go
Tuzi.
do a song with Lil Tusi, man.
Dude,
Bro,
if you do
he
a fucking
poppin', bro.
song with Little Tuzi, I will pay you to come with you. I will pay you to tag along, dude. I will fucking pay. I'll pay for my own taxi. I'll just follow you guys. I don't even have to ride in the car. I just want to go.
Have you come to the studio, just be smoking?
I won't fangirl.
That's the thing you can't do, bro. It's the hardest thing. I was with, who is it? I met Lil Baby. I wanted to fangirl Moneybag Yo. When I met Moneybag Yo, I was like, yo.
Moneybag is.
I was like, yo, buddy.
Dude, No Cap. One of my desert albums would be.
I did, bro. I don't even cap. I was the mother.
I
was that guy, and I was like, bro.
I wouldn't be able to sleep if I was like, damn.
I was like, I met you, Moneybag, and I was like in VIP section with like fucking quality control, like free drinks, everything was lit, and they were like, yo, and I was just like, fuck it, bro, come on. And he just I got a picture on Instagram. He put his arm around me, was like thugging.
That's cool, cause there's that video of that kid came up and tried to put his arm around Baby. And he was like,
Yeah.
and he even came up to security. He was like, hey man, tell these motherfuckers not to touch me. He was like, tell these motherfuckers not to touch me, bro. But he was doing like a meet and greet where he was probably taking like 10,000 pictures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That they were just running up taking a picture.
Can't wait till they pay me for meet and greet.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Can't wait for that shit.
On the way.
But no, I fuck with Moneybag for real. One of my Desert Island albums, if I had to pick, one of those three would be the if you guys have heard Fad Babies with Moneybag.
With Young Boy. Shout out to Young Boy.
Every song was amazing.
I'm legit not even that big.
Every song was amazing.
I just posted a status talking shit about Young Boy yesterday.
Hard. That's one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah, I love Young Boy.
I'm not
my number one favorite rapper.
I'm not a huge fan of the guy, but that whole.
Oh yeah, Dirty Diana.
He's got some bangers. I'm not like a huge fan.
He's Tupac.
I
want to be the first one to say he's our generation's Tupac. He's Tupac.
I think I don't like him for the same reason I don't like
he's
Black
Tupac
Youngsta and shit. I think it's just like he's kind of immature in kind of the shit he does. You know what I mean? Just the way he acts. It's not really his music.
He just turned 19.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not him.
19?
He just turned 19.
It's not his music. It's just the fact that he's a child.
I did not know if he was
He's
like
a kid.
I thought dude was like 22 or something.
No.
When I was 19, when you met me, I was a hot boy.
Yeah.
I was hot boy. I was ready to smoke somebody. I had bricks on me. I had money, bro. Like, and that's how he. And if I had the currency behind it, I probably would have died or went to jail. I can give him accommodations because he ain't dead yet. Oh yeah, I'd have like 100 kids.
Dirty
Diana. He's got like 4 girls. Here, he's got like 4 boys.
My boy Rhythm sleep over there. Wake up, man.
Oh shit. But that whole album, dude, just blew me away. I couldn't believe that every fucking song on that album was like Mandatory and Judge. Judge is one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life.
God, that was probably.
I like Mandatory.
I like
Fed
Impact
Babies.
Fans. Everything was good.
Fed Babies. Impacts the dude. I loved how everyone was like a court reference. Like mandatory preliminary hearing. Yeah, dude.
I got trials and tribulations that I'm facing.
Hey, boy, that whole y'all made for that album.
Yeah, we used to bump that shit.
See, this is awesome, dude. I was worried that you guys would come and we wouldn't vibe, and like we were. Like I'm so worried that I bring someone in here and we're not gonna have like the same, kind of viewpoints.
Yeah,
we're not gonna see.
Bro. I mean, it's gonna happen. I just try to be,
It just like I said. Well, when we were doing it took us an hour and 15 minutes to get started because we were talking shit for an hour and 15 minutes because we were just on the same pages and you're bringing up shit that I have already written down that I was gonna talk about. Like we're
it's just a vibe, man.
Never to be Hollywood, bro. I never ever will be Hollywood. I know where I'm from, bro. I know we're all the same. So.
I've expressed this from day one. I tell people like people are always like, oh, let me know when you start making money, and I was like, never have I ever. That's never been a goal. I've never been like we're doing this for money. I'm doing this because I love this. This is fucking awesome. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Is that's why like
shout out to YouTube.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. when we signed, we haven't signed anything yet. They're in Louisiana, but when we signed up and we signed on, when we signed on to do the PF4. It's like my first opportunity to do something serious. Like we have this is a podcast that's kind of comedy related, and like you guys in this PF4 are our first kind of real daps into like something else, something that's not.
Into it, bro.
Yeah.
If you get a good audience, people will pay you to be on it.
And that's kind of the premise of my channel is that like I release stand up, I do a weekly podcast, we talk about sports. I'm doing these interviews with you. I've got some UFC fighters coming on. I've got a guy who used to
you moving, bro.
Yeah. I got a guy who used to be on Nitro Circuit. He raced Supercross for 10 years. He did Baja trucks, and then when he retired, he got picked up by the Nitro Circus rally team. And he actually has video of him racing Andy Bell on a motorcycle. So he's gonna come on.
I got White Sosa out of Memphis who could pull up. White Sosa's popping. He knows NLE Choppa.
That's awesome.
All the basketball.
I've heard of White Sosa. I've heard of White Sosa.
Popping,
who was it the other day? I was watching it was an Adam 22 interview, and I think it might be Lil Gino.
Lil Gino. He shouted out. Oh yeah, Lil Gino.
I think Lil Gino, with the pink dreads and shit. He kind of looked like
that's him.
Oh God, I don't know who he looks like, but he kind of looks like one of these. Yeah, he looks like Lil. That's it. He looked kind of like Lil Uzi with the purple or pink kind of thing. Yeah, I think that's how I know his name.
All the basketball players on the University of Arkansas team.
Dude, that'd be fucking awesome. See, like we're just trying to do different stuff. Like
Rakeem Boyd for the football team.
We're taking it seriously. Like I said, if we do this stuff and we get to a point where like anyone wants to pay us, like I'm totally for that. But I'm not trying to do this to make money. Like I said, this is promotion for my stand up. This is promotion for you guys. This is something.
For sure.
I respect.
I'm in this city too, bro. Like right now, so like I was like, fuck it, I'm home. I want to do it. I want to hang out with my friends too. So like hang out with my people, make some friends. You know what I mean? So no.
It's like you said. I was in a spot where, like, I'm not gonna flex, but I have a nice house. It's 5 bedrooms. You know what I mean? It's just me, my baby mom, my son here, and you know what I mean. All of our bills are paid, and we don't hurt for anything. We pretty much buy what we want. You know what I mean? There's not a whole lot that we don't want within reason that we can't go out and get, because when we work hard and we work and we take care of our stuff. And I didn't have anything to do with my life. I was just chilling and just not doing shit, man, and just bored and
That's how it happens, bro. You gotta get out
going crazy. I needed something to put my heart into. I need something to put.
Some badass video, something going crazy. Somebody saying some wild shit, and then just on a big enough platform for you to be like, yo, fucking. Matt Miller says that white rappers have it hard, and then everybody, this shit would fucking go viral because everybody just fucking loves.
I'm gonna clip that 5 seconds where you were like, "White rappers have it really hard,"
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cut it, and I'm like, "Yo, you guys aren't gonna fucking believe what this dude said."
They're gonna be like,
Mula said what?
Yeah, Mula said what?
It's like hashtag Mula racist comments,
racist or not.
Mula picking cotton.
Yeah. Bro, oh my God, they have a video of me somewhere. Do you have it? Somebody's got a video of me and I was wearing Giuseppe's out picking cotton and some black. He was like, I was like, yes, the master.
Oh my God,
yes, master.
It was all for fun, bro. I don't want to make fun of racial shit. That's not funny.
Yeah, I was telling someone the other day. I was like, I hate the fact that I have a real like the when you just did the stereotypical like slave voice that they do in movies. I hate that I can do that so good, and all my black friends love it. They're like, do it. And I'm like, I hate it. I'm like, God, don't make me do this again.
Do it real quick.
Do it real quick. Let me hear it.
Yes, sir, master. Right away, sir. I'll take them right on in the house. I'll take those right on in the house for you. I hate that I'm really good
Rhythms
at that.
over
I
here
don't
like this.
It look like
Yeah,
that emoji, the one with the eyes
he's
sideways.
really the racial activist in the group. He's like, black people got a heart, man. Let me tell you. The nigga's got the nicest house out of everybody. You hear me?
I thought he was the
big ass bachelor
He
pad.
got a big ass mansion, bachelor pool crib. He got a stripper pole in his living room. You know he's
He like the black Home Alone guy.
Talk Black Lives Matter.
On God.
Oh, hey, yeah, all definitely Black Lives Matter. all day
Wakanda for
long.
life.
All lives matter.
Yes.
I'm that guy. Now, you hear me? I'm fucking with you. You see Brock's face?
He said,
I'll play with you. Hey, but no, I faced racial discrimination being white in the rap game, bro. No cap.
Man, and that's what I'm saying. I was like growing up, like no, I guess not growing up, but like being out. Like there was a long time where like bro, I spent most of my time on the east side, down there by the Cascades and on Spring Street type shit. And it's
I grew up on Waste Street in the projects.
it's not like me too. Yeah, on those projects right up there on top. Yeah,
When I
same
moved-
here in the white projects.
when I
yeah.
moved here, I used to stay on Park, bro.
So yeah, you were from
So, you know
all
what I'm
kind of
saying?
down there in the same area. Like I went to Oakland and shit when I was younger too.
Do you smell anything but your lip ever?
Bro, you so ugly. Peter Griffin right here talking.
Dude.
Oh, don't roast.
Look at his face. Started popping in his
Oh,
face.
oh.
Not on the air.
Don't roast.
But,
Jonah Hill, look at that.
Oh man, dude, that's what they
Squidward's house knows. Look at that.
Don't eat.
that's what they used to call me in high school was Jonah Hill.
I
I had a friend that looked like
Right.
he had Chief Keef
Big
dreads and he really
Penguin,
looked like,
look at that.
I had a friend who had the same skin tone as Chief Keef. He was like dark as shit, and he had the same linked hair, dude. Right when like Love Sosa dropped, so like he looked just like Chief Keef, dude. And we took a picture
blah.
together and we posted
Bang,
it,
bang.
and we're like, "Yo, Jonah Hill and Chief Keef just pulled up at the party, yo. If you're missing it, you're missing the fuck out." And like we were trying to get it to blow. I thought it was really funny. Like they used to say I was Jonah Hill back in the day. Like they didn't say that. They would always be like, you remind me of the fat guy from Superbad. And I'd be like, why has it got to be the fat guy from Superbad? You couldn't just be like the funny one? Like the funny one?
No,
from
I would
Superbad?
honestly, I would have went the dude from Hangover.
Yeah,
Alan from Hangover, yeah.
Oh, Zach Galifianakis. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see
What's
that.
up with the gold mic?
That actually has that's all metal, and like what it is that makes it'll make your voice sound really, really like dimmer. You know what I mean? Like for like the way these settings are, I would have to like double these settings on here to be able to pick up the same shit on this mic.
Freestyle.
Yeah.
Like if you were finna get on a freestyle and like yelling to the mic, I would have you on that one. Yeah.
What would the freestyle be?
That's the rhythm ad
Wrist on froze.
Any, mini, money, mo.
Yeah.
Babbage Cole. Hit
Dude.
the club, don't do no blow.
I
He
think.
really wants to do it.
God damn, you guys are fucking killing it over here. I want to do I really want to hear you guys do like a baby or like a stunner like beat because their shit like I love their
Be
beats,
eating their
dude.
beats.
The way their beats are, I just think like when you listen to their shit and like Stunner hops on the beat, it feels like he kicks you in the fucking face when he
That's
hops
how I
on.
like to
He's
rap.
like, who said they harder than Big
Yeah.
Foe? You know what I mean? Like kicks that shit, bro.
Stunner hard.
I think those beats, man. Like I said, it's kind of like the southern, like southeastern region kind of beats. Like all the beats, they're just fucking fire, dude. So we're running up on the end here. Before we hop up, is there anything you would like the people to know?
Yeah, I want y'all to go ahead follow me on Instagram. It's the real Bass Sean, all one word, Bass Sean.
Spell it.
Yeah, spell that out.
BASED.
Spell it all the way through.
The real THEBASEDSHONN.
The bass Sean.
The Bass. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say they
On me.
tell me
That's it.
that you would have went to type that in and got that right.
Yeah, he still
Oh,
ain't
no.
even spell it
I
right.
would've-
bass.
It's,
I-
all right.
I would have
Let me get
typed
let me
it.
get
I would have typed in like BAE. I was like,
All right, come on, do it one more time.
I have no idea.
THEBASEDSHONN.
Okay.
The real Bass
You
Sean.
didn't even put the real. You just said THG.
I said the real.
THG, that's the.
REAL. Okay, we all get it. Right? Y'all
You hear this dude?
Oh yeah, I didn't even know
But
this
you
was
know what I'm saying.
Look at
Follow
that.
me. Appreciate y'all for giving me the 10.8K
not a
you
fucking
know,
problem, dude.
on Instagram. That's my first time hitting the K. So
Dude, super fucking glad that you came on the podcast, man. Like I said, didn't have a chance to familiarize myself with your music. But like I said, we'll link up on like social media or whatever after we get off the podcast, and I can get your stuff and like check it out, dude, for sure. And we'll have you guys on for a full interview. Like I said, we were kind of winging it, and we didn't really have a like a set because I had all his questions written out because I had days to get it ready. And I'll do that for you. And next time you guys come on, we'll do a whole fucking thing.
Word.
I appreciate that,
So-
man, for having me.
Thank you, guys. Not a problem. Appreciate you coming on. Can't wait to have you on again. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Still Talking Podcast. I'm your host, Nathan Smith. Thank you to our special guests, Matty Moolah and D-Lo. As always, you guys join us in for the next one. Thank you for tuning in.